trillion shilling budget that was read out by the National Treasury C.S Henry Rotich, and that is the highest ever budget estimate in Kenyan history. But that record-breaking feat may not matter to over 40 million Kenyans if the price of basic commodities still remains high. That was the greatest concern among many Kenyans who spoke to our reporter Timothy Otieno today. And as in our reports, it appears the wishes of many may have been granted, even though there is a sector that was apparently ignored in this year's financial projections. Take a look.
It's about 2 hours before the country's most exorbitant budget is read, and we find 53-year-old Pamela Manyala hard at work, oblivious of the implication of what was about to take place on the floor of Parliament. And apparently, Pamela's apprehension is warranted. The sector in which she works has been largely ignored in successive budget speeches. She is one among over 500,000 individuals who work at the country's subtle but nonetheless vibrant Jua Kali sector. This informal job market contributes about 11% to the country's gross domestic product, but still did not receive any mention during the Treasury Cabinet Secretary's 2-hour speech.
Huwa tunasikia kuna pesa ikifanywa budget inatengwa kando ya wanabiashara. Tunaisikiaga kwa magazeti na maredio na ma TV, lakini hatujawahi hiyo. Kama hii biashara yangu nimekaa hapa Jua Kali miaka 17. Mimi hakuna hata siku moja nimewahi fikiwa na shilingi 1,000 ya kuboost my business.
Kennedy Omondi, yet another Jua Kali trader, shares the same opinion. Only that for the 34-year-old, a much more pressing need takes precedence in his chain of expectations, that of ensuring that the cost of basic commodities such as maize flour goes down.
Hata infrastructure kiendelea, lakini basic need kama unga ishukishwe chini zaidi, tuweze kupata vile tunakula vizuri. Manake hata ukiangalia mimi, mwili yangu imepunguka, manake sipati chakula vizuri. Sasa serikali angalie, hata ukiangalia mwaka jana nilikuwa mtu yule amenenepa sana, lakini uchumi imeharibika kabisa, mpaka maisha inaingiza stress mingi.
His desire, alongside many other Kenyans, for the price of such commodities to go down may have been heard. The Cabinet Secretary would announce a waiver of VAT tax affecting the sale of bread and maize flour. This will ultimately ensure that the price of maize flour goes down for a food item that had skyrocketed to about 150 shillings for a 2 kg packet, the highest price ever in Kenya's modern history.
The ordinary mwananchi was suffering because actually the price of unga was very high. It was close to being not affordable.
I think it's a positive news to the Kenyans, because most Kenyans were average Kenyans, so basic salary. So definitely most people can afford it. So I think it's great news to most of the Kenyans. Yeah.
But is it really going to be implemented? That is the question. Because we heard them. We heard them. Is it because the opposition have been crying the price of unga has gone up?
The recent upsurge in inflation had made the cost of food unbearable for many. But for self-employed individuals like Pamela, who once had about 9 employees working in her business, now reduced to just 5, the cost of living, coupled with the fact that the sector only enjoys the spoils from the about 15 billion pumped into the manufacturing sector, means that such traders have to dig much deeper into their own pockets for their businesses to remain afloat.
The informal sector has largely been out of the loop, not paying their fair share of taxes. So I think as a CS look at it, why give incentives to he who's not playing the piper, so to speak?
But even as the budget, which seeks to reduce much of the burden faced by Kenyans in terms of cost of commodities, now awaits implementation, the acid test will be whether the 2.6 trillion shilling financial plan will be rolled out effectively for a country quickly racing towards an oncoming election. Timothy Otieno, KTN News.